Well, joining us now to talk more about these issues is London-based artist, activist and punk rocker Tinsel Edwards. Hello, Tinsel.
Hello, thank you very much.
Thank you. You're looking very fabulous tonight,
Thank
I must
you.
say. Love the
Thank
outfit.
you.
This is an issue very, very close to your heart. In fact, you even recognised one of your friends in that video.
Yeah, that's Archie Proudfoot, who's one of the artists in the studio that I helped to co-found, A-Side, B-Side Studios. And he's a very talented sign writer. So it's nice to see him there.
So obviously there was a lot of shared opinions there about affordable housing, especially in London. What's your view on the situation at the moment?
Well, the cost of rent is rapidly increasing and it's becoming more and more difficult to sustain a life in London, not only for creative communities, but for families, for average people, really, because salaries are not rising proportionately with the cost of rent.
Yep.
And it's becoming more and more difficult to actually buy, which is putting more and more pressure onto the rental market. So yeah, it's a very frustrating, difficult situation, and that's what drove me to create work about it.
Well, it's fantastic to know that you are actually creating work about this. I mean, I'm feeling the pains. I'm in the middle of a house hunt and, oh, I may as well live in a box or outside the box at this point. So you use art as a campaign tool when it comes to affordable housing. You've been basically working on a housing series since 2012.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about that series.
So yeah, obviously I'm experiencing the issues that a lot of people are experiencing similar ways. So I started out by creating paintings based on adverts in estate agents' windows of the interiors, and these are paintings on canvas. And there's all these gloomy, horrible, dingy-looking rooms, but then the title and the kind of language that the estate agents use is like stunning two-bedroom apartment, things like that. So the title, yeah, and the rent is like £500 a week, and you think, what? So I started off by doing that, and then as I was going through the process, I was collecting people's stories, because it's a topic of conversation that comes up everywhere you go. I mean, even when we were waiting to come on tonight, we were all sharing our stories about it. So I had all of these stories in my mind, and then simultaneously I kept seeing estate agent signs. They're everywhere. They like sprout up like weeds in the streets of London, and they're kind of intruding our space, really. So I thought, why not combine the language of those estate agent signs with the real story? So tell the genuine thing about what's happening.
And actually, we can see some of the results of this work up here. There's incredible pieces.
Yeah.
Can you talk to us about? So you mentioned the stories, and we can see on.
So this is actually my best friend, Twinkle.
So they're
her
real stories.
Yeah. So her landlord raised the rent by £570 per month. Her and her boyfriend, and they thought, well, what's the point, really? And they actually moved out to Margate. So it's that situation of being priced out, which is happening to so many people. And it's a really worrying thing. I think in the video there, we saw someone saying about people don't want to come to London to look at glass buildings.
Exactly.
And
that's what I've been saying as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, London's all about the culture and, you know, the buildings and the fact that it's old and, you know, nobody wants to see shiny buildings.
No. And what is going to happen to London in 10 years' time, say, if it carries on in this way? So many people, not just the artists, but the workforce are going to be driven out.
Yeah.
And you made a film about this particular series, your real estate series. I think we can watch that now, actually.
Yeah. So I went out last night and found quite a few signs in bushes and things like that, because I need about 40 estate agent signs to make this project. I based my 4 designs on 4 very prominent estate agents that you see around the street. So I kind of subverted the designs using my own illustration and working in Photoshop to create stencils to create screen prints from. But then, when I'd done that, I thought, oh, they look a bit boring. I think I need to bring in my own painting and my own sort of hand-painted style on top of it, which makes it look a bit more human again, and it's not just something created on Photoshop then. It's got a personal touch.
We do like your personal touch.
Okay.
We definitely love the personal touch. Now, this real estate series resonated with Banksy, and you were part of the Dismaland adventure. Please do tell us more about that.
Well, actually, when he approached me, I hadn't created this work, so I created it specifically with that in mind, actually, because he said to me, have you got any ideas that you'd like to put forward? I didn't know anything about what the show was going to be, where it was, or anything. He just said, I'm putting together a show, do you want to do something for it? So it's an idea that I had for a long time, and actually being invited to be part of Dismaland gave me the motivation to get the pieces made, really.
I've got to ask, seeing as you have met the fella himself, or presumably spoken to him, who is Banksy? Can you tell us right now, live on TV?
I haven't actually met him. No, I don't know who he is.
Could have had an exclusive there.
It's all very cloak and dagger.
Tinsel, we could literally talk to you about this issue and your work for hours and hours and hours, but I can see that singer-songwriter Sophie Stott is nearly ready to perform, so I'm going to go and have a little chat with her first, but I know you're going to stick around and take part in the demo with Sade in just a bit.
Indeed, exactly.